Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this micro palette right here. This is the Courtship palette by Menagerie Cosmetics. If you didn't already know, they are discontinuing this palette. So I just wanted to take some time, play with this palette, and talk about it a little bit. If you guys are at all curious about it, haven't purchased it already, and want to see if you should buy it before it's gone forever. Yeah, I don't know, I just thought that would be kind of fun. It's always sad when brands discontinue things, and this palette is just so pretty. And I also realized that I never actually did a video on it. I think, so this was months ago. Pretty sure I filmed it and I just didn't like the outcome of it, and then during that time I just wasn't able to refilm it, so I never posted it. So with that being said, at least I don't think I did. Did I post it and I'm just completely like missing something? But yeah, they're discontinuing it, and I know I didn't I don't remember what I was saying before I got distracted, so hopefully I can remember. But yeah, it's always really sad when brands discontinue products. I'm not sure if they're going to be selling this in a mini, or sorry, not a mini form, like single shadows or not, but yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Dean's like driving me crazy. But yeah, they're discontinuing the palette. It retails for $20. I'm not sure if they're going to be selling the single shadows. I think I just said that. I'm not sure if they're going to be selling the single shadows. I don't know if they already do. I feel like they probably do, and that they will be selling them, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I realized I didn't do a video on this already, and I just wanted to sit down, play with the palette, show you guys what it looks like, and talk about it a little bit. I don't know, this palette is so pretty, and I really hope they sell the single shadows of it. I'm not sure if they're going to, but it would be a good idea if you're at all interested in this palette to buy it, and then they'll have the singles, so if you're like hitting pan on anything, you can then like replenish it, which would be cool. I'm not sure if that's what they're doing or not. But anyways, yeah, I'm totally like discombobbled right now. But yeah, I just wanted to take the time, play with this palette, talk to you guys about it a little bit. And if you guys want to see this look right here, then go ahead and keep watching. I already started this eye, obviously. It's basically done. I might do some lashes or whatever, but for the most part, this is the eye look that I was gonna say going for. Like, actually that's accurate, because I'm gonna do this eye a little bit different than what I did on this eye. So same thing, but just different application. And I can talk about that later too. So hopefully these two end up looking the same. They end up looking like twins, because yeah, I don't know. Let's just roll with it and go. Hopefully everything goes according to plan. Though I'm actually really liking this look right here. I wanted to do something golden, like more golden, that went into the pink shades, and I think that it looks really pretty. And then also, I'm not sure how much you can see it from here, but I used one of the ColourPop. Oh, all my fingers are always like super messy, dirty, but anyways, I used this ColourPop eyeliner. It's in, I think it's Puppy. It's so pretty though, and I feel like it's the perfect shade for this look. I also swatched the shimmer on the back of my hand too, because I don't know why I did that. I've used it before, but you know. This palette is very, very dirty. Super dirty palette, but anyways. We're gonna start with this caramelized shade. I already primed my lids. I've just been using the ColourPop concealer, so that's what I used. Also, I wanted to do a 3 looks, 1 palette with the Killer Purr palette. Well, okay, not necessarily 3, but I wanted to do another video with it and just do a couple more looks. So I want to know if you guys want to see 3 looks, or if you just want to see 2 or whatever. I already did the original video, so I don't know how many more looks you guys want to see with that palette, if any, but I did do a poll on my Instagram if If you guys don't follow me on my Instagram, make sure you do that because I always ask for help. But yeah, I always have ideas and I just want your guys' opinion and see what you guys want to see because yeah, why not? But yeah, let me know if you want to see another video with that palette and how many more looks you'd like to see with it. I just want to keep working with it and I felt like that would be a fun video to do like a couple different looks with it. Okay, so the next shade that I use is Bon Bon. I'm just gonna put that on the outer V and then in my crease. Just to deepen up the look a little bit. These shadows just blend out so smoothly though, like it's almost effortlessly and you really just like, you just need like the slightest amount of product. Like when I picked up the shadow, I have to like tap it off and like even now it'll probably still do it, but like, okay, maybe not. But just a ton of shadow just like comes off of the brush. You go really light-handed with their shadows, especially in this palette. I know everyone's been saying that the mattes seem a little bit different in their newer palette, which I think they do, but not by much, and maybe I just feel like maybe I'm just more heavy-handed than most people. I don't know. That could be, that's probably it, but I guess I should like compare them, but the other palette is like over there, so that's basically good for now. And this is where things get a little bit different than what I did earlier. So what I'm gonna do is I want to apply glitter primer kind of like I would concealer for like a cut crease, just so I can bring the shadow up without doing a full cut crease. So you can kind of see it still, but I just want to mimic a cut crease but make it softer. Okay, hopefully this works how I want it to. Also, I know I'm talking a little low. Everyone else is sleeping, so we are for sure late risers, like 100%. If I didn't have work today, I wouldn't be up this early. Oh, and then I went into the Keepsake shade. So it's the golden shimmer. So this one right here. And I don't know why I'm starting to apply this with the brush, but right now it seems to be working. So I'm just gonna roll with it. It's like a faux cut crease. And I'm just gonna go in with my finger. Oh my god, I need to wipe my hand off. I don't know why I don't have the makeup wipes in this room with me right now, but I don't. And it was a mistake. Honestly, I should buy like makeup wipes for my makeup room and also just keep some in my room itself. I'm going to start with the other shadows and then we'll soften up this part in here in a little bit. So the next shadow I'm gonna take is gonna be the other shimmer shade, and so it's called Besties. Look how pretty that is. Don't mind the rest of my hands, but that is so pretty. Like, look at that. I love this shade. Like, this is one of my favorite eyeshadows ever. I don't know if that's, it's so pretty because it's got like, it's like pink, but kind of with like a more golden shift, and it's just really, really pretty. It reminds me, there's a shadow that it reminds me of, but I can't remember what it is. Or it might be a blush, honestly. It reminds me of something, and if I remember it, then I'll let you guys know. But it's just, it's so pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna like tap it and blend it into where I left off with the golden shade. And then just bring it out towards the very corner of my eye, like the outer V, but not completely that far, because I am gonna go in with a couple other shades too. So that'll be kind of where I stop And then I'm just gonna I'm gonna leave whatever's on my finger and then just dip into that Keepsake shade and just kind of press over top of where we started just to blend it in. Alright, so that looks kind of like they're intertwined, like where it doesn't look like one shadow to the next. And I feel like these two shades are really easy to blend in together because the pink shade does have a little of a gold like shimmer to it, I guess. So it makes it really easy to blend the two together. That looks so pretty. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to use is the more coral shade, so Tutu. And like, if you guys haven't used their shadows before, I'm like barely tapping into here and it's creating a lot of kick up. It's just kind of how their formula is, but their shadows are so pigmented. So just be careful when you're using them. That's why I'm wearing a darker shirt and probably going to change out of this because otherwise I would have pigment all over me. So, and plus I'm just clumsy. But so I tapped into Tutu a little bit and I'm just going to kind of place that on the outer V a little bit, trying to blend that in with the shimmer. And then I need to take a little bit of the shimmer and just go back over it, trying to blend those two together a little bit better. And then I'm gonna go into Serenade, which is this darker shade. What kind of like, I'm so bad at, you know what, I need to learn my colors, okay? Because it's like it's like a brick color. I guess it's kind of like, I don't know, but I have one friend that is probably watching this right now. Hi, Lauren. And literally like telling me what shadow it is or what shade it is, like what the color description is right now. Like, Raeann, obviously it's this color. So, you know, I'm gonna call it a more bricky, like pink color. Okay, but I'm gonna take that color and just have that on the outer just to deepen this up a little bit. And then from there I'm going to use what was left on this brush of, I think we had the caramelized shade on here last, so I'm just going to use that. I actually added a tiny bit more to it and just going to blend this out. So from there we're going to go back into Tutu, which is the more corally color, and just take it right under here. And I'm also going to kind of bring it further out a little bit. This shade is so pretty. Like, I kind of want to do a look with just this shade all over. Honestly, I feel that way with that caramelized shade too. But all of these shadows are so pretty. This is definitely, wouldn't necessarily call this a neutral palette, but this is definitely Menagerie's more like neutral palette. Then we're going to take Serenade. I'm just going to take it on the same brush and then just go closer into, not actually on the waterline, but just a little bit tighter in. Does that make sense? Okay, so this is the gist of things. I'm going to finish the rest of my face. I'll show you guys the finished look, how everything looks together. We're not really going to talk about the palette, really, because this isn't really a review, but we might talk about it a little bit, and then, yeah, that'll be it. But I will be back with a full face. Okay, so this is the finished look. Get you guys a little bit closer. Alright, so I actually love this. Like, I keep looking and I'm like, that looks good. So a couple things that I wanted to tell you guys before I end this video. For my lips and my cheeks, I decided to use the shade in the palette called Tutu, so I wanted to use that as a blush. Originally, I went a lot of ham. Yeah. So I do think it's really pretty on the cheeks though. I recommend that. I am so weird when it comes to blushes because it's just not my strong point, you know? Like I don't even really, I go for the more like mauve-y colors, rosy, like pinky colors, but I don't know, this peach color, or it's not really a peach color, but it's like a corally, whatever. Anyways, I kind of like it. Also, I put it on my lips as well, so I just took my finger and I pressed it on. And then I used the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm in Fussy. So after I put the pigment on, I just tapped it on and then I put the gloss over it. Like, I think that looks really pretty too, and I just feel like everything ties together, like the more coral shade underneath and then on the cheeks and then on the lips. It's not a full monochromatic look, but I feel like it all I don't know, I'm really loving this look. I didn't put lashes on, but I was going to. If I did, I would have put these ones on. Let's see. Is this weird just placing it up on here? That would have looked pretty good. Not putting lashes on though. I don't know. I talk with my hands like and then apparently I hit myself. So, but yeah, overall I think this is a really pretty look. Fairly easy. It uses all of the shades in the palette too, which is nice. It's always nice to kind of use a whole palette, which can be hard because some of these palettes brands come out with are just huge and it's like it would be almost impossible. But it's nice because it gives you, it's kind of just like a gradient effect and it just gives you more depth, and I just think this palette is so pretty. It is one of their more neutral palettes, or basically their only neutral palette, I guess. I don't know. I think the Feral palette has some like neutral shades in there, and then I mean same with the Killer Purr palette, but this is the only one that's really more neutral based instead of like one like a color scheme or a lot of pops of color. Obviously the more pink shades aren't fully neutral, but on the more neutral scale. But I think this palette is gorgeous. Like, I know maybe when you think of Menagerie you don't really think of just these shades. It is worth picking up. Like, I believe it's $20, but the quality is really good. These shimmers are really nice. Same with the mattes. It's a good size too. Like, it's a decent sized palette. It's good for the price, like $20, and all 6 of these shades are beautiful. Like, every single one of them are beautiful. So I would recommend, if you're at all like kinda into this palette, like even you're just thinking about it, I would recommend getting it before it's completely discontinued. I think what's going on is once it finally sells out, that's it. They're not restocking it. So if you're at all interested in getting this, like, totally get it. The quality and everything, it's worth it. Like, it's a beautiful palette. I don't know if they're gonna sell the shades separately, like in singles. I think they did that with the other palette that they discontinued. I could be wrong. They might be doing it with this. I'm not sure if they're currently available for singles. I don't usually buy single shadows, but what I'm hoping is if you were to purchase this, that it would still be available for purchase for the singles. So if you really liked this palette, you were running out of a shade you're hitting pan, that you could buy the single of it at least. You're just not going to be able to buy the whole palette. I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm not sure. If any of you guys know, let me know, because I probably should have looked into it and I haven't yet. But yeah, this palette is gorgeous, and look at how beautiful this artwork is too. But yeah, I totally recommend it. So if you're at all interested, get it before it sells out. Like, do yourself a favor and get it. Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We'll see you next time.